So San Diego Studio did their Diamond Dynasty content reveal live stream on Saturday morning where they basically went over everything you need to know about MLB The Show 20 and Diamond Dynasty. They showed off new cards, new game modes like Showdown. They showed some of the new features and some of the new ways you can get rewards. And one big focus they had this year was doing better with Team Affinity. If you are unaware what Team Affinity is, it's basically a set of missions or basically like a program built around a specific team, and as you go through the program you get rewards from that team, and ultimately you get like a diamond player and nameplates and packs and so on and so forth. Team Affinity was a really cool addition. I think it works pretty well in MLB The Show 19, but for MLB 20 they really want to ramp it up. So in this video I'm going to go over all the new Team Affinity changes, and I'm going to tell you guys everything you need to know, so make sure to hit that sub button because I'm also covering everything else with Diamond Dynasty. I posted 3 videos from this stream yesterday, so make sure to go check those out if you missed them. We're going to jump into it. Let's start talking about Team Affinity. I'm going to let this clip play and then we'll talk about it after.
So we heard your feedback. Y'all wanted better Team Affinity rewards. You wanted a better reward path in Team Affinity. We've listened to your feedback. Team Affinity is lit. Now, what's really important to remember before we go into Team Affinity is this is the only place you can get these rewards. And are they sellable?
They are not.
They are not. So the only way you can get these rewards is by playing Team Affinity and unlocking these rewards, and they're not sellable.
All right, this is really how you rep your team, show off that you are a Washington Nationals fan.
Yeah, and that's a cool little feature right there that you can see your team logo front and center. You'll go straight into the your Team Affinity. But let's first go through here.
And all 30 teams.
All 30 teams.
So no matter who you're a fan of, you're going to have rewards waiting for you and some juicy ones.
Yeah.
It's your one-stop shop, right?
So who we doing first? Who we doing first?
I am so excited for Team Affinity this year.
But the World Series champs.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Nets.
All right.
Okay.
So some stuff there on the left. Should we talk about it?
Let's go through real quick. So just like the featured program, you got these goals on the left to complete. Got some missions. Play innings with Washington National players. Play them online or offline. You'll accumulate some innings faster if you're playing online. You got a stat mission with Nationals players, shortstop, left field, or center field. NL East Showdown exchange. So as we alluded to earlier, there are these Team Affinity Showdowns.
Right.
So there's an NL East Showdown. You play that NL East Showdown, which like I talked about, there's a catered draft to NL East players. So you'll be drafting them, playing against them, and then you get 5 NL East vouchers. You can spread those 5 vouchers across any NL East team, put them all in the Nationals. It's really up to you. Choose how you want to progress what.
And then, of course, you can exchange the rivals because you want to just trash the Mets. And if you're a Nationals fan.
What's also very important to remember is last few days ago, we did the March to October stream, and you saw these Team Affinity points, 8, 15, 6. So you see unlock at 5. As you're playing March to October and you're gaining Team Affinity, this is how it works. You can come right in here, and after you've played with the Nationals and made it to mid-season, let's say you got 8 Team Affinity points, you would be able to unlock the park, and it keeps going and going. Right. Another interesting distinction is if I'm playing as the Nationals in March to October, am I getting mission progress during March to October with those players?
You're not getting inning progress, no inning progress, but you are, however, if you click on March to October, this is where your Team Affinity points come from.
And we're going to be adding moments there. It won't be the lone moment there.
Yeah, so if you guys remember Tops Now from last year, any Nationals Tops Now moment that is added to the game will be added to their Team Affinity.
So I know you guys want to get to the rewards and see what you actually get from Team Affinity, but just talking about that really quickly, I like the fact that there's more ways to get these Team Affinity points. As we go farther in this video, you're going to see it's going to be very important for you to get those Team Affinity points. You're going to need a lot of them. I like the fact that moments now kind of go into it. You have the same stat grinds. You have some new missions to do. The March to October gives you a good amount of affinity points towards that team. So not only are the rewards going to be really nice, but the fact that we're able to get more points through more different means of the game is really good. All right, now let's get into the rewards.
So first reward you get to, Stadium, right? Team Stadium. Then you get this pack right here. What is this pack?
So it's 2 silver and 2 bronze Live Series Nationals players. So if you're going after that collection, if you're a Nationals fan, you get to get those players, play with them. It'll help you with the goals on the left.
All right, so I think everyone has noticed that prospect
card.
At 25 nat coins.
That's nat coins.
So every team is going to have 1 gold prospect that you can get at 25 stars. And should we take a look?
Let's look.
So we got Will Crow.
We don't reveal the...
Triangle. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. So every team will have a... so prospects, let me talk a little bit about the series. It's a new series.
Perfect.
So prospect series, players that are included are players who are still rookie eligible.
Okay.
So they might have made their MLB debut. Like we revealed a Mitch Keller prospect card. He's already made his major league debut. There's also minor leaguers, which, big deal this year. We're adding minor leaguers. And you can get to play with these guys even before their MLB debut.
That is sweet.
So every team is going to have one gold prospect in Team Affinity. But there's diamonds as well.
Ooh,
and they're
there's
gonna
diamonds.
Where are the diamonds?
Where are the
All right, number one. Who's number one? So there's going to be diamonds everywhere in the game. We're going to show you where you can get them later on today. And
This is a special new type of diamond in Team
Oh,
Affinity,
it
right?
is. Are we about going to reveal it?
It's,
Are we going to reveal it?
Should we show off this new series?
Should we show
got
this
a
new
new-
series?
Let's take a look.
Faces of the franchise. What in the world is
Faces of the
that?
franchise?
Yeah, so these are really recognizable guys from the team. So the Nationals, who's the Nationals? One of their faces of
Hit
the
it.
franchise.
Who is it?
Let's
Go! Another new card reveal,
That's
card type
another- that's-
reveal.
Juan Soto.
So Team Affinity is building up to this card.
This card.
And this is
Right?
the only path to getting this card, or
This is
anything.
The only
that
way
you've
to
seen.
get 89 faces of the franchise, Juan Soto.
Let's take a look at those attributes too, Luis.
So faces of the franchise. This is taking some of the best players from every team. You're working towards these guys at launch, at 50 nat points. Keep calling it a different name.
Nat points.
And so this is the only place you can get these players, and they mimic the live series skill set of that same player, but of course it's elevated. It's a diamond.
And they are not
89
sellable again.
And they are not sellable. So this is what you're working towards.
All right, so there's still more to talk about with Team Affinity, but we need to stop for a second and look at this new series. Faces of the franchise. This is the perfect type of card that can be added into Team Affinity. It's very centered towards the franchise and not necessarily as much towards the player, so it fits into this program really nicely. Obviously, Juan Soto fits perfectly as the Faces of the franchise card for Team Affinity right there for the Nationals. You will see some other Faces of the franchise cards later on in this video, but this is really exciting. Anytime we get a new series of card, it is super exciting, but there's still more to talk about with Team Affinity. Let's go.
Yeah, like what's over there on the right?
What's peeking on the right? So basically, last year, MLB Night Team Affinity was awesome, but the biggest drawback was it kind of became irrelevant after the first month.
Are you
So-
saying we listen to the feedback and we change it?
You're
No,
darn
we
right.
never do
You're
that.
darn right.
We never do that.
So if you scroll to the right, you'll see something called Stage 2. That is coming this spring. So if you picked it up on the left, it says Stage 1. Once we add Stage 2, you can R1 tab over to it and complete Stage 2 to earn more rewards. We'll keep adding on.
And it keeps going and going and going.
Oh,
Stage
my.
3 summer,
Replayability.
Stage 4 fall. So you're going to really want to be playing these Team Affinities because it doesn't end at Juan Soto. There's more.
Exactly.
So we take a look at another team?
Well, let's talk about Stage 2, right?
Yeah.
So Stage 2 comes out. You really want to get to that reward. What do you have to do to get to that reward?
So
Let's say you started playing the game at Stage 2.
Yeah, you gotta take on Stage 1 first. You need to get those first 70 Nat Coin points, whatever they're called, in order to start Stage 2. So
That's super important. So if I'm a Marlins fan, I
Yeah.
do my Stage 1 Team Affinity, but then I see the Nationals player in Stage 2, I got to jump over here, get through these first missions, get that Juan Soto,
Yeah.
and then I can go towards that Stage 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So it's really one of those things where you're going to want to be playing with as many teams, doing as many Team Affinities, whether it's March to October, those missions, those moments.
I'm starting with the Twins though. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about the other teams.
Speaking of the Twins,
a key,
Speaking of the
a key
Twins.
moment there, a key point there is until Stage 2 drops, you cannot go above 70 points. So you can't get 300 and just get the rewards right
So
away.
you can't be sitting on like 300 points waiting for the stages.
Exactly.
It kind of caps there. So you're kind of incentivized to get to your Faces of the franchise guy, switch teams.
Yep.
Awesome stuff right here, man. Anytime you can add longevity to a certain program or a certain part of the game that kind of dies early, it's going to be met with really positive reception. Because let's be real here, there's some team affinities in MLB The Show 19 that are better than others. The Jose Reyes is a lot better than some of the other team affinity cards. And there's so many other cards in the game that you can get through other means, and it's like, do I really want to spend my time grinding through this team affinity if I can just get a better card elsewhere? Well, now with the fact that adding more team affinity rewards as the year goes on, it makes it really enticing to keep up with it and to get all these program stars for all these different teams. Like I said at the beginning here, longevity is huge. I wish they did something similar with the XP reward path, because realistically, the XP reward path is probably going to end pretty early, similar to the way it did in MLB The Show 19. So I do like the fact that team affinity now has some depth, some longevity, and it's not going to die out as soon as you finish one team. They do show off some other team affinities here in this video. I'm going to go ahead and stop commenting now, and I'm just going to let the rest of the video play out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think about these Faces of the Franchise cards and the team affinities. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Nice shades.
Where are the diamonds? Where are the
Oh,
diamonds?
of course it's Byron Buxton.
Let's
Yep,
go.
Byron Buxton right there.
Day one center fielder. Easy.
All-world fielder.
Lock it up.
99 speed.
Late game defense,
Laser
pinch
arm.
runner.
Yep.
If not your starter
Lead
out
off
there.
batter.
Remember, 60 is the average for the vast majority of the attributes in the game. 60 is MLB average.
This man is good.
Yeah, let's
the
take a
people want
look.
to see more. Give the people.
Give
what
the
they
people what
want.
they want. So again, remember, these rewards are exclusive to Team Affinity. This is the only place you can get these rewards.
So, Xavier
Who's that?
Edwards forever linked to Blake Snell,
Why is that?
the team's face of
I
the
don't know
franchise.
why he's linked to Blake
Hey,
Snell.
I mean-
I have no idea why.
When we said we react to real life, we meant it.
Yeah, we meant it.
All right.
That Blake Snell is disgusting.
Yeah, his
New arm
his
action.
Yeah.
Delivery.
It is unreal.